Oh, what's up? What's up, Josh? You want card ASMR? We got plenty of card ASMR. We got a few decks of cards over here as well, so if you want to see something. Hold on, let me get the peak ASMR set up. Alright. So right now we're using the Metal Gear Solid playing cards, which are actually printed by the US Playing Card Company. So in terms of quality, in terms of peak ASMR card noises, these are really top notch. The face designs feature famous characters from the Metal Gear series, and high quality printing, and the cards feel great. Let's do a Pharaoh shuffle. Just like this. A Pharaoh shuffle to waterfall. Colonel. I'm trying to sneak around, but the clap of my ass cheek keeps alerting the guards. Alright, in peak Metal Gear fashion. Ooh, Revolver Ocelot style. I just all slipped out. Attempt number 2. Oh man, these cards are slippery. See, a lot of the cards here I've barely used just because they're so nice. Like my everyday decks, the ones I use for gigs and stuff, I've been using them for like 6 months so that they're all sticky and gross, but they're also consistent, which I really like. One cool thing about this Metal Gear deck is that it's actually borderless. Now I'm just jealous of your hand skills. Hey, I've been doing this for years. But it's also something that I feel like everybody can do. Like this one right here. The one hand cut. Like, that one I think anybody could get down in maybe like half an hour. And the best thing is, like, a lot of people will blame cardistry or magic skills on hand size, but really it's about stretching. And I have relatively smaller hands, or at least compared to most of the people in my circle. So let's switch over the decks. Let's see, I'm also reading the chat through Chrome and not through OBS. It's weird that it's not showing up, but it's not like I need it to be up on screen. Alright, here we go. The SoulCal playing cards, made by SoulCal playing cards. Oh, this one's nice. The standard bicycle decks of cards have a similar border like this, but I like the SoulCal playing cards because of this red thing down the middle. It goes beyond the actual border of the card, so that when you do a fan, you get this nice red ring and it just looks amazing. Do not try at home, just drop the Digiblind deck. Hey, those decks of cards are really fun. They're actually some of my favorite to play with. Most of the cards here are actually printed by Bicycle, so you know, they're quality. But my favorite cards, my favorite cards really are the ones that suck. Because it makes it all the more impossible when you actually do like magic with them or something. Actually, the only one that I have that's not printed by USB-CC in the small selection of cards that I have here. I have like 30 over there in a shelf behind me. Pocky deck of cards. No word of any printer or anything. This is literally just like paper coated in plastic. No borders. It's got the Glico logo in the upper right corner. And it feels terrible, but it looks so cute. Like, come on, Pocky cards. Alright, let's do some cardistry with these abominations. Let's do a little 5-packet worm. these out and display. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. Look at that Pocky. What's gonna do? Let's do a 5-packet Sybil. Ooh, doesn't look as good on camera just because of these 2 packets in my left hand. Actually, no, these are not flimsy. I'd say these are actually more rigid than regular cards, but that is actually a bad thing. I think this top card here, I don't know if you can see that. Let me shine it against the light. You see that little crease over there? Yep, on a regular card, that crease would just disappear after some use. But with the stock, the paper stock for these cards, it stays there forever. And I've only shuffled this deck like once. I haven't touched it since, because, you know, card collectors be like that. Let's do a magic trick. Let me see. Where's my screen text? Alright, let's try something out. I'm going to just keep shuffling this deck. And now there is stream latency, but I am watching the live chat, so at any time just say like stop and I will stop shuffling the deck the moment I see the next comment. I tried this once with I forgot who I tried this with, Anaris I think, and that worked out pretty well. Sorry, I got called away for a second. Oh, Josh, are you down for a magic trick? A magic trick across the channel of YouTube. The thing with virtual magic is that I think, like, I could do the craziest magic trick right now, but it wouldn't be, you know, like, even if I did a David Blaine level trick, it wouldn't be that cool, just because, you know, it's across video. Sure. Alright, so we're going to try something with actual audience participation. Now, it will rely on a little bit of timing, but hopefully it'll work out well. So I'm going to be shuffling this deck, just like it was, and you just type stop in the chat. And the moment I see that message, I'll stop shuffling. So we're going to use this as the way of, I guess, we're going to use this in replacement of having the deck handed out to a spectator for shuffling. And I was saying, oh yeah, there is stream latency, but we'll find a workaround, because it's a two-step trick. So again, you can just say stop whenever, and I will stop shuffling the deck. And afterwards we'll do a kind of like a dealing thing where we have you deal down to a card. Hope it works out for the Pocky deck too. I'm gonna try to time it with the delay. I think at worst we'll only be maybe one shuffle or two behind, but I mean, hopefully you can see that the deck actually is being shuffled. There's a way to do cheap camera tricks with the use of layer masks in OBS. But as proof of the lack of layer masks, move the deck around in a full... Okay, I just saw the comment and stop. Alright. So you can see that, well, there you go. You can see that the deck is shuffled. I'm not going to touch it from there, and I am going to make a prediction. Now this is going to be a little interesting. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're gonna do the exact same thing, right? Or the exact same stopping sequence. But the way we're gonna do that is I'm going to start dealing down cards one by one slowly onto the table. Very slowly, so as to deal with the stream latency. So at any time, once again, you can say stop, and I will stop dealing down cards. And this is how we are going to get you to select a card. So again, at any time you can type stop. And I'll go very slowly. Yeah, the predictive algorithm. I got an AI going on here. Slow it down a bit. I wonder what the stream latency is too. I don't think it. Oh, I do have it on low latency, so I think that'll make it a little better. God, these cards are thick. With 3 C's. Okay, I just saw the and stop comment. But right here we're actually at a very interesting situation, because I was just about to deal this card down onto the pile, but we actually have 3 cards in play. We have card 1, right here, card 2, and card 3. Now of these cards, cards 1, 2, or 3, which one do you want to be your card? And this should make the process of selecting a card more, I guess, entertaining, and also more, it should just make more sense too. Because, you know, stream latency. About a minute between comment and you seeing it. Dang, that's a lot. That's a long time. But hopefully this process here should make it a little better. So we have card 1, again card 2, and card 3. Now which one do you want to be your card? 1, 2, and 3. That's interesting too. I have low latency and a decent, like, decent internet connection, or I'm pretty sure it's decent. Middle of the road card, like your indecisiveness. Alright, so we'll go with the middle of the road card then. Alright. Now let's go over what we did, right? You could have chosen any one of these cards if we had gone further. If you had chosen card number 3, you would have gone with the 2 of diamonds, right? But instead you actually chose this card right here. Now, if you had chosen card number 1, it would have been the King of Spades. And if you had gone any earlier, it would have been any one of these cards. Alright, so let's see what you got. The 3 of Hearts. Now, remember, I did make a prediction. I was typing down on that predictive algorithm, but if you see just underneath the screen, just underneath this camera here, you can actually see that there's text hidden behind the camera. And that text has been there for quite a while now. So actually, let's go to camera and move this up slowly so we can see the prediction. Because, Josh, I believe you did choose the 3 of Hearts. Hold on, let me turn this off. There we go. There we go. Ooh, big magic trick moment. Now, I am just hoping. I am hoping that this actually... You went down to the description. Lamau. Alright, did that work out though? Was this a magic trick? Because this, I guess, this is a trick I do in real life, but it just so happens that that was loud. It read P of Hearts before you moved things. Oh yeah, huh? The P of Hearts. Let me play my music again. Yeah, but how was that as a magic trick? Because that's something that I do in real life. It's one of my favorite tricks. Let me move all this stuff back. Cam 2. Oops. Oh, cancel. Oh no, OBS. Pretty cool trick. Nice. Yeah, I was hoping that one would work. Because I do like the aspect of having other people choose, you know, the cards and stuff. because I could do the craziest, you know. Let's do a let's do an improv ambitious card. Let's get some cards out of the way though. Jokers. Jokers and ace. There we go. Like my standard routine is a kind of, you know, pick a card, right? So let's say, what was it? The King of Diamonds. Put it back inside the deck. Right, snap your fingers and it's supposed to jump to the top. There you go, King of Diamonds. Put it in the middle. Now I could do the entire ambitious card segment, but the thing is, since there's no audience participation, it doesn't hit the same. Like, you can watch and you might be entertained, but it's just not the same unless you're actually out there seeing it happen right under your nose. There we go. You're a magician when you're not being hot anime boy. Yep, exactly. Like I did gigs and stuff for my college. I was hired as a legit magician and everything. Ooh, that was messy, but the borderless cards covered for me. Yeah, before COVID, I did I did 2 gigs. Did walk around magic. Like I usually start off with my my ring too. It all starts out with like pure sleight of hand. Now I'm not sure if this will work as well on camera, but there you go. Ring back on the finger. You can even do it with just one hand. Let's see, 1, 2. Oh, move it closer to the center. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, oh, that actually looked really good on camera. That looked really good. And then the illusion is that you can actually make it look like it just comes right out, right off of the finger. Love this trick. Where's my Alright, let's see if the swap works. Alright, so we have my ring. I don't think the swap's gonna work as well. Alright, turns into a big old coin. Isn't that crazy? Now obviously the ring's back on my finger, but let's see. Oh yeah, the angles here are a little weird. Let's see, 2 coins. See, I have to actively think about the positioning of everything. Okay, 2 in there. Wait, 1 in here, 2 in here. 1's gone, that leaves the 1. Gone, and then all you have left is that, and it goes away. Whoo! See, all of that's nice, but like when you're doing magic, the best thing is the audience reactions, and you're totally missing out on this kind of stuff when you're streaming. But like the deal down trick, I think that one was nice because you got to have the audience interaction as well as the little like prediction under the prediction through OBS. So hopefully I can come up with more tricks like that. I'm pretty tired. You can swap the coin for the nut button there and it wouldn't question it. You know what? Let's try something. I love doing tricks when people are tired or drunk. Like, those are the best situations to do magic. Here we go. Alright, you ready? This is a 3-card trick. We won't even need this entire deck. It only uses... Hold on, let me get all the cards oriented. 3 cards. And this makes it a lot more simple, these kinds of packet tricks. Alright, we have 1 joker. Another joker, so we have the 2 jokers and 1 ace. Now a magician told me one time, or he showed this trick to me and he said, okay, what you gotta do is follow that ace wherever it goes. And he did this sequence of moves, and I said, okay, well, it's 1 out of 3, right? And I thought, okay, the ace is at the bottom, so let's check the bottom. Bottom was a joker, and I went, okay, well, it's not like I'm betting money on this or anything, so it's fine. So I guess it's at the top, and we checked the top, and it was actually also a joker. So at that point, I was like, okay, so it has to be in the middle, right? And we checked the middle card, and it was actually a joker. And I said, okay, well, you're a magician, so you probably just palmed off that ace and put it in your pocket or something. But actually, no, the ace was at the bottom the entire time, and it was also at the top, and the ace was also in the middle. And at that point, I was really confused. So I said, okay, well, what the hell happened to the Joker? But actually, all 3 cards were Jokers. And at that point, I was really confused, and he had to know how this trick worked. And I said, okay, well, can you show me how to do this trick so I can show it to other people? And he said, sure. I'll show you exactly what the 3 cards are. There's 1 Joker. There's 1 ace. And what do you think this card is? And this is where I usually ask somebody, like, all right, what do you think the card is? And I get a lot of different responses, actually. A lot of Jokers, a lot of aces, but nobody ever seems to guess that, Josh, it's actually your card, the 3 of Hearts. And that is the 3 card trick. Hope you liked that one. And it is really with 3 cards. This was actually the first trick I ever learned. And I was in high school. I did this for everybody. And this trick really, it really got me, I guess, down the road to getting addicted to magic. It was that trick. Brain.exe not responding. Good to know, good to know. I wonder what other... Oh, wait, you're gonna love this one. See, I'm just gonna go through all the tricks that I usually wouldn't do, but I'm doing here for this one-time showing. Alright, we got a black ring here. I would wear this all the time, but I don't, considering that here. It's a little inconsistent when it comes to the coloring. Look at that, just pure gold. And in fact, the moment you put it back on, well, let's put it on my ring finger. It turns back into black. Isn't that crazy? Last time I got involved in a magic trick, I screwed it up unintentionally and confused the other person. Oh no. Actually, that's my favorite part about performing live, is that things will go wrong. You will have people that are just like, the choosing card thing was pretty basic, right? But sometimes you have people that straight up just cannot follow simple instructions. And that actually kind of makes it fun. I was doing a well, this one's gonna kind of reveal a little bit of a trick, but I think that's fine. You get to see a little bit of the inner workings. Do I have any? I was doing a switch, right? Like how we switched up the coin earlier. I was doing a switch. It was supposed to be, I switch out. Let's see. Alright, so I've got 2 things in this hand, and I take out one thing, put it in my pocket, and somehow this turns into a coin, right? But the thing is, at least via stream is kind of messed up, yeah. The thing is, for this trick though, is that, like, online it works pretty well. Well, I mean, it's hard to mess it up when you're doing it on a video camera, but when you're in person, there's no frame rate limit, right? it's the better your eyes are, the better you'll be able to catch tricks. So there's a lot of misdirection stuff, right? So I was back in this position where I was about to make the switch, but everybody was burning my hands, and you know, I can do it pretty cleanly, right? But like, when you're in person, you don't want to take any risks, even though it is kind of fun. So everybody was burning my hands, and I was like, I do not want to make this switch right now. So I literally spent like 15 seconds just talking to everybody. All right, so I have these 2 things here. Do you know what this thing is? Yeah, it's this kind of thing. Yeah, and then on that offbeat, that's when I made the switch. Oop, that's when I made the switch. So that kind of stuff is, I think, pretty fun. Better eyes understood. Remove needed glasses. Well, it's less about the I guess better eyes, more about the frame. Well, I don't want to say frame rate, but that's, I think, the best way to think about it. Because if I turn this light off, hold on. my mind was blown when I found this out. Alright, I'm going to do... Alright, that light's off. So this is my natural lighting at my desk. Right? Now look how low the frame rate is. Look how choppy my hand is. Like, ugh, this is like turning on motion blur. Alright, let's do a... Alright, check out this 7 of clubs, right? 7 of clubs. Actually, I don't know if that one was good. Let's try it again. 8 of clubs. Let's use the 8 of clubs there. Alright, now, I don't know. I saw it on my end, but it was still pretty quick. But the moment I turn the light back on, like, everything looks so much smoother. And if I do that same slight, you're probably going to see literally everything. Oh. Let me try that again. You're probably going to see... Yeah, it's so much easier to see when there's light. That's kind of the same thing when you're in person too. It's much easier to do tricks in the dark. But at the same time, that makes it all the more impressive when you do it in the light. Basically how much light I have right now, yeah. This entire setup is basically in the corner of my room too. I'm thinking about doing like getting a box like Boss does, but I don't know if I want to commit to it that much. How is the audio quality, by the way? The audio should be pretty clean, pretty crisp. I am using a pretty decent mic. Hold on, let me check that out. Ooh. Like, I don't know if I want to get into like actual VTubing. I had this phase about last summer where I was just like, all right, I'm gonna stream. I don't care if I get viewers. I'm just gonna do it. And then I got tired of doing it. I would wake up and be like, I don't feel like it. But this kind of stuff I think is pretty nice. Can hear you perfectly, no stutter. Hell yeah. That's what we like to hear. Like, I feel like I could... Like, if I put enough effort into it, I think I could... Like, be like a decent streamer. But I realized after my, you know, streaming phase that I was like... I'm really doing this just because I want friends. Or I guess because I am missing out on so much just human interaction over the past 2 years. How many VTuber magicians do you know? Sounds like an open market. That's what I just realized like a week ago, and I was like, you know what? I'll do a test stream. And then I put off the test stream for like 2 weeks. Like, I literally just decided to do this out of the blue. Well, not out of the blue, because I've been thinking about doing a stream like this and advertising it in the community content channel. But I just did not make up my mind until recently. So I'm thinking that next time I do want to prepare some more tricks like the first one I showed you, because I know there's more like that out there. So I ordered a book. If it helps, this has been fun. Hell yeah! Hey, that's appreciated, Josh. That's something that actually my favorite streamers, well, my favorite one streamer does once in a while is he'll just be like, hey, y'all having a good time? And then, you know, you get everybody saying like, hell yeah. This is my problem. I just have brain farts when I'm streaming. Like, I just had one right now. Because, in terms of entertainment, right, I love when, streamers are able to just do their thing and do it like non-stop, right? To keep the flow, the rhythm of the stream going basically forever, and being able to improvise, right? And keep the flow moving and, you know, keeping the vibe consistent. I know the feeling well, yeah. Like, I respect the hell out of the people that can do that. But at the same time, I also feel like the strength of streaming is, or live streaming like this, is interactions like this, you know, where it's just basically real talk, right? So I'm still trying to find out whether I want to do, like, I guess more typical VTuber streaming, right? Where it's, you know, high energy and you play games, stuff like that, or if I want to do something that's kind of all my own, right? VTuber magician, like you said. I think that would be really cool. But the thing is, you can't just like always stream magic, right? The thing is, you can only show everybody a trick once, and that's not just like you know, pretentious magician rule. It's like a legit rule, because the moment I show you the 3-card trick again, even though you're tired, even though, you know, brain.exe not working, you probably are going to catch something that you didn't last time. I've streamed a couple games before showing us. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know if I have any games that I can like show off, and I guess the closest thing would be Smash, but that's just because I played a little bit more than most people, than the average person. And you know, Smash content, don't know. But I guess if I advertise myself as, you know, magician YouTuber and maybe magician VTuber, and then maybe do magic streams once in a while, or maybe just do this, you know, just shuffle cards, do chill magic as a kind of like just chatting stream, I think that'll be pretty cool. Like, I'm having a good time right now. Those in-depth like, escape room puzzle games. Puzzle games. Like what kind? What kind? What comes to mind is games like what was it? Oh man, what did I play on the Switch? Oh, AI the Somnium Files. But I guess those are more like virtual novel type games. And my thing with streaming puzzle games and VNs is that everybody reads at a different pace, and that's something that bothers me when I'm watching VNs too, watching VN streams. Like, if it's not what the hell was that? I've never even seen that card. But like, if it's not being voice acted or anything, I find it hard to watch VN streams. Give me a second to recall. Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. Like the like Boss's Doki Doki stream, or I guess not Boss's, but Hiragi Yu. That was so much fun. But the thing is, I might have to like when I was watching that stream, I kind of had to tell myself not to read the actual in-game text, just because I wanted the focus to be on the voice acting. And I read so much faster than, well, I guess everybody reads a lot faster than people talk. So the thing is, I would really like to. Well, I really love visual novels. But if I ever want to stream one, I'd have to get myself to voice act literally everything, which I would be comfortable with. But the thing is, I barely talk in my regular life, and even this amount of talking, like for this stream, for the amount of time with you being here, like I'm already like, my throat's already a little parched. The Room. Oh, The Room. What's it on? Steam and all that? I do want to play. Oh man, I do want to play more games. Like what's on my list? I have Outer Wilds on my list. Outer Wilds. I have. I still need to finish Nier Replicant. What else? I still need to check out the Minecraft update. But the thing is, I love my Switch so much. I love the fact that I can just play on my bed. I can play on the toilet. I can just grab my Switch and play it anywhere. I spent most of the time on my Switch in handheld mode. So whenever I have a game that I want to play on my PC, it's like, oh, I have to go sit down on this chair, right? I have to sit down at this desk and stay there with these wired headphones. I guess the headphones are like sort of like, they're wireless, but still. Redeem hydrate. That's something I forgot to do, was to grab some water, but we'll be good. There you go, another brain fart moment where my brain goes nowhere. I think there's a little bit of that pressure while streaming too, to keep it moving. I guess if I can get myself out of that mindset, then I'll be a little better. Been putting up Judgment on PS4 though, yeah. I got my sister a Switch too, and the thing is, it's got mad Joy-Con drift. Actually, no, I got myself a new Switch and gave her my old one. And I think the older versions of the Switch are more susceptible to Joy-Con drift. So she's been playing on basically all TV mode. Like, come on, Nintendo, get your stuff together. But, it's fine. Oh, the Indie World thing came out today, so I'm thinking about playing Chicory, I'm thinking about playing Omori. I bought Omori on Steam, and then, it's on my PC, so I basically haven't played it for ages. If it's on Switch, I'll definitely, like, play it. But most of my Switch hours are logged on when I'm, like, on my bed at, like, 3 a.m. Ooh, wait, no, this is gonna look fantastic. Let me get it to shine just the right way. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh no, come on. There we go. My Joy-Cons are so broken to my GameCube control. That's real, Josh. That's real. I'm just glad mine work. Like, I haven't had to get any replacement Joy-Cons, and the other Switch I've bought like 3 replacement Joy-Con pairs before I realized that maybe it is the Switch itself that's causing these problems. I do have a... Let's see, do I have my... I forget my mic is connected to the... There you go, GameCube. I forget my mic is on a stand that's connected to the table, so any table noises I make will make it extremely loud, so I have to keep that in mind. There we go, let's switch up the deck again. Alright, just for all the weeb culture. Now, there's an entire world out there of custom playing cards that not a lot of people know about. Kickstarters, where... Clipping the wobble. Like, Kickstarters where, the goal is maybe 8K, 5K, very small, relatively small for Kickstarters, where you can get custom printed decks printed by, whatever printing company does it best. Right? Stuff that you can do for games, for Magic. And you have a lot of cool custom stuff, like, this one, the one I was using earlier, where it's like all nice and shiny, metallic inks, the SoCal playing cards, where it's very custom with a nice design. The Metal Gear cards, right, where it's freaking Metal Gear, it's so cool. And then you have the people that create things like the Fervor playing cards by Linus. Now, check this out. Gilded Edges. Gilded Edges, right? Not too uncommon. Well, I mean, it is uncommon for a deck printed by Bicycle, the best playing card company in the world. But what's even more surprising about it is that the designs look like this. Like, you thought High School of the Dead playing cards were cool? Check this shit out. The thickness. Just the thickness. And this is printed by the United States Playing Card Company. Is that not the craziest thing? The artist on Twitter is LYNUS, I think with an underscore at the end, if you want the sauce. Like, I'm the kind of guy that shames people for, anime booty. But this was just so funny, because this is when I realized that the custom playing card market was at its peak. When you can get the company that has created the best decks of cards in the world for, 200 years, when you can get that company to create abominations like this, like, we are truly living in a new era. I was just so surprised by this that I ended up buying 2. I literally bought 2 of these. I have one that's still sealed, because you never know if the collector's value might go up. And it even comes with a card specifically for Magic. And I was just, this is for me. This is for me. Right? Check this out. Any card. Literally any card. Let's use the King of Spades. Not that it matters, because there's something that far clearer makes the card unique. King of Spades, right? On top of the deck. Turn it over. put it in the middle of the deck as clean as possible. Clean as possible, right? And the king comes back to the top. It's so crazy. Like, to come with a card just for Magic? Oh my god. Now I will say that the Gilded Edges kind of make the handling a little weird. Like, it does feel like you're handling something that isn't cards. I'd argue that it feels even more like plastic than the Pocky cards. But the cardstock itself is also pretty solid. I haven't used this for anything besides just messing around with, but one of these days I'm going to do a one of these days I'm going to do a full gig with just these. I'll go to like an anime con or something. The design make the flip transition beautiful. Yeah, the cardistry for these kinds of cards always makes it look good. It's like, what else can I do? Like, the way the light shines off of everything. Oh, this. Wait, how will this look? Let me get the light to shine on it. Ooh. Oh, that's so good. Like, it's so aesthetically pleasing, and the sounds too, because the metallic golds make it just slightly heavier than the average playing card. Ooh. Now, something that I have been actually carrying around with me daily is this. Naruto playing cards with the bicycle logo on there. That's crazy. Like, this, printed by the same people. Obviously, Bicycle didn't want their logo to be printed on this shit. Oddly satisfying video. That's the entire cardistry thing. If you ever get hooked on cocaine or something, and you need to go to rehab, trust me, pick up cardistry. Because I know some people that actually have used cardistry as rehab, and it's helped them a lot. Just shuffling cards. You don't even need to do like cardistry like the fancy stuff. All you got to do is this, and I swear it'll calm you down, like that. But yeah, Naruto playing cards. Hold on, I gotta do the fancy box opening. How do I do it again? The Naruto playing cards. There you go. There we go. Aesthetically opens a box of cards. But these I have been carrying around daily. Like, look at that. Come on, Naruto playing cards. And the thing is, I live in an area with where a lot of people will recognize Naruto. Like, even the older people will probably recognize this. So, like, come on, look at that. Look at that. And it feels just like any other bicycle deck. Hold on. You hit the box and suddenly be holding the deck. That actually is the main move, where you open it like this, and you do this, like this kind of move, and it makes all the cards shoot out, and then you squeeze the box just before they're about to leave, so you can grab them easily. But that's risky, because if you mess it up, obviously the cards are going to go everywhere. But the thing I like about this one is that it feels just like a regular bike deck, and also, I don't know if it's just this deck, but the stickiness makes it so that you can do stuff like, okay, hold on, stuff like this. Oh my god. And the bordered back design. Ooh, and the spiral of the... Like, isn't... Like, come on. Come on. This is my crack. This is my cocaine. Look how aesthetically pleasing that is. I think this is one of the best designed decks just ever. Even more than the iconic bicycles. Let's see, let's get a Pharaoh fan going on here. Alright. Like, come on. Come on. What was the girl from Naruto with the fan? I forgot. From Gaara's village. Oh man, I haven't watched Naruto in ages. I remember I carried this to CVS to get my second Moderna vaccine, and I was just doing tricks with the to the guy next to me, Oh, crap. Okay, I should not watch the camera. That's something that I've learned after recording myself for Instagram and stuff like that. Is when you're... Oh, I think it might have been, yeah. Yeah, but when you're recording Magic, don't watch the camera, even though it's very tempting. Watch where the cards are at all times. Ooh. What else can I do? There we go. With the actual fan. Woo! See, I've gotten addicted to cards. These are just the ones I pulled out. How many do I have actually? Let me turn around. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have at least like 25 over on my shelf. The handling on this one is just superb. I can't get over it. It's so soft. Where the Pocky one is hard and plasticky, this one feels like butter in your hands. Ooh, I just realized that would be kind of cool if I could have redeems going on. Like redeems for like a stream like this. You know, and then redeem certain I guess cardistry moves maybe? So redeem bullet, which is this move that I've been doing. Ooh, wait, messed that one up. Maybe redeem nut. Oh, it's not on. That would be funny. Nut. Who needs gacha when you got cardboard addiction? Straight up. No, oh, you've just reminded me. That's actually terrible. Gacha cardboard is now a thing. If you go to, I think, Art of Play, I think, was where I have some of my cards, or is where I bought some of my cards. You can get a mystery deck, which is just a deck of cards, you know, covered in some paper. You don't know what you're gonna get, but there's a chance that you can get like $100 collectible deck from it, or you could get, you know, a standard like $8, $10, $11 deck. It's so terrible. and yes, the playing card collectors market is crazy big, because the thing is, a lot of magicians are, you know, they come from money, right? Like, I hate to say it, but a lot of these magicians out here are like, I guess it's an age thing too, because a lot of them are older. Like the art of magic and the hobby of magic is so dated and old that the Magic Castle was like sued for being racist. Like the Magic Castle, come on. So, you know, it's the people like me that have to go out and I guess set the record straight for Magic. But at the same time, it's like it makes sense to keep it older, because if they modernize too much, then everybody's gonna know all the tricks, you know. I've got your cardboard sitting in front of me. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. Oh god, don't remind me. The worst thing is I've actually gotten into Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, like at different points. You know what? Give me like 5 seconds. I'm gonna grab a deck of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards and see if I can do cardistry with it. I've never tried that before. Here we go, here we go. Let me put this shit away. Now, if I was smart, I would have actually just gotten a bunch of like commons or something. But I guess that defeats the purpose of high risk, high reward. Alright, what do I have here? I have my Dragunity deck, updated as of like as of like several months ago. Hold on. Check this shit out. You ever seen a one-handed shuffle? Hold on. I got this, I got this. Oh, look at that, look at that. The cards just weave into each other with one hand. Check that out. Check that out. And now I realize that was only possible with Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. or sleeved Yu-Gi-Oh cards just because it makes this move so much easier. Imagine pulling this move out at a tournament. Right, yeah, so this is my Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Dragoonities. Oh, this is terrifying. this is actually high-key kind of terrifying. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Now the question is, did all the cards remain in the same orientation? Looks like they did. Alright, what else can I do with these? The thing is, like, it's so much thicker than a regular deck, so let's see if I can do a worm. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, there you go. Imagine pulling this out at a tournament. God, that would be so funny. There we go. I actually have like video ideas written down, or like I guess on my phone, just for like possible videos I can make as with my experience as a magician. And one of them was cheating at Yu-Gi-Oh. Now the idea never came to fruition just because I could never think of enough stuff that hasn't already been said. But let's go over that. Alright, Josh, how to cheat in Yu-Gi-Oh. Now obviously the best thing to have is a good starting hand, right? You want to start out with a very good starting hand. So let's say you've got, you know, all your cards over here, right? Just get your opponent to like look the other way or something and pretend you're drawing cards. There you go. Just straight up out of a gambler's cop, like this. Because this is essentially, I know it's a bit close to the top of the screen right now, but from the opponent's point of view, this is basically what they're going to be seeing. Just reach over. I've actually this kind of stuff I've actually done before, not like in tournament or anything, you know, allegedly, but yeah, I haven't done this. I've only done this at casual games, and that was ages ago. So there's that. What else is there? There's also the glimpse bottom card and shuffle to the top, right? If you ever shuffle like this, you just glimpse the bottom card like this. Look at it really quick, right? Okay, I do want a Dragoonity Remus, so I just peeked it, and now I know I will have one in my hand. The trick with cheating is that stack the deck beforehand, hope to make it seem like you're shuffling everything. Ah, a false shuffle. Well, let me let's see. The best way to do deck stacking, right, is to actually not stack the deck, but only stack maybe 1 or 2 cards. The thing about card cheating is that you only want to do something very subtle, something that nobody will be able to notice, and that is very consistent. Let's say that, like this, right? If I want to make sure I have this in my hand every time, like I can maybe mark it, right? Just give it a tiny little mark on the corner, and that'll basically just let me know where it is in the deck at all times, right? Compared to if you did not mark the deck, you now know the location of one card at any given position at any given time, and that's going to give you a tiny bit of knowledge. But that tiny bit of knowledge is going to give you that 1% extra, you know, luck or extra knowledge, and 51% over 49% for your opponent, played over an infinite amount of games, is going to get you an infinite amount of success. That's PEMDAS. That's math. Trust me. Okay, but let's say I want this card, right? Let's say I want a Dragoonity Whirlwind. Like I said, I like to start with it at the top. I shuffle like this, get it to the bottom, and then I shuffle like this, get it back to the top. They check for markings. Oh yeah, but obviously for casual games it's going to be a little different. And you can literally just go back and forth like this, and you're going to get that at the top every time. I think this is called the overhand shuffle. So top card goes down, goes to the bottom. Oh jeez. And then shuffle from the bottom to the top. And for false shuffling, let's say if you're stacking the deck, right? So let's say you have these 5 cards, ending with Dragoonity Bind, starting with Dragoonity Whirlwind. You can do a false Hindu shuffle, like this. Now, it's not something that I've practiced actively, but I mean, it looks legit, and the best thing about card sleeves is that they're actually borderless. So, card slides go by, like, without anybody noticing. So now, same exact hand. So, with Hindu Shuffle, just bring this over, and when I grab the next packet, I just grab with my ring finger like this. So now I'm holding the deck like this, so obviously my hand is over here, and I just literally shuffle these cards up on top like that. Now obviously you want to hide that a little more, so the closer you get the better. Not something I've practiced enough. There you go. I haven't actually played a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! In a few years. Like even though this deck is updated as of like last year, I never actually played anybody with it. I just played against people at people at home and stuff like that. I've actually made it like a competition between some of my friends where you can cheat as much as you can, right? And whoever like writes down the most accurate cheating method of the other person just kind of gets like some bonus points, some clout, some free clout. What else can you do? Ooh, this is what I could afford decks. You already know, man. This is definitely I don't know if I want to say what you can afford deck. God, I don't even want to think about how much money I put into this. Like, obviously, it's not like tournament quality, so I wasn't spending like 300, 400 on a peak Dragoonity deck, but it was spending at least like 60 to get the cool singles that I wanted. But the highlight of the collection, oh, we could totally just do a a remote duel right now. Imagine. We just gotta assume that you're playing legit, and you just say what cards you have in the chat. That would be so jank. All right, here we'll play a terraforming, bring out the Ravine, send that to the graveyard, search for a card. Yu-Gi-Oh got tedious. That's kind of why I stopped playing. Like there's so much like hand trap stuff, and like I know hand traps are good, but the fact that you have to like put them in basically every deck, I've also got the Trickstar deck here. You've done better for a phone call over a phone call, bro. Oh, there's actually some tricks I've been working on where you can do them like straight up just only through audio, but I don't have them down just yet. The few times that I have tried them, they've gone very, very poorly. You want to duel by chat? Let's go. I think I'm good. We'd be here for 8 hours. There you go, the Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit. The moment I stopped like buying Yu-Gi-Oh stuff was when Ghost of the Past came out, and I was like, I need a Ghost Rare because I love Ghost Rares. Ghost Rares are the best rarity of card ever. So I bought like 2 boxes, or two display boxes of Ghosts from the Past, right? And I was like, okay, all right, the chances are still low, but I want one, and I did not get one. That was like $100 down the drain because I didn't even use anything from Ghosts from the Past. So I was like, all right, that's it. I could have used this money for a VR setup or something, but instead I wasted it on cardboard. Here we go. The highlights of the collection. You need to flex on me? Hold on, let me flex on you really quick. Hold on. You're not ready for this one. Check this out, the highlight of my Yu-Gi-Oh collection, Cynthia from Fire Emblem. Let me... yeah, DM me straight up here. Get this shit. Chika. Chika Fujiwara. I bought these as singles. I don't think I should have. But I mean, they give me serotonin. Yuna from Final Fantasy. Oh, that looks pretty satisfying. Oh yeah, speaking of ghost rares, hold on. How many do I have? Yeah, that's it. All right. I've only got the 5. Oh wait, how well does the 3D effect show up on camera? Cause like, not very well. The thing I found out about ghost rares was that in the US at least they are pretty terrible, like in terms of the 3D effect, and that's my favorite thing about the ghost rares. Like, and you get rid of it. Anyways, Excalibur, Photon, Archfiend, Utopia Ray, Space Typhoon, and whatever the hell this is. Those are the ghost rares I got. Like, I think, like if Pokemon came out with a ghost rare type of rarity, I would get into Pokemon. That's how much I love ghost rares. God damn, boy, what are you got? 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Oh, I got some of the OGs too, yeah. Ooh, and the hero, the hero in the binder. I love it. We love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Now my desk is cluttered. I have so many cards out here. Let's see, what other stuff do we have out there? Alright. I'm gonna put these away. I'm gonna actually grab some new cards. We're gonna mess around with some new stuff. Oh, actually no, I haven't gone over two decks here. Zelda playing cards. Come on, Zelda playing cards. Pokemon's Rainbow Secret Rares. Yeah, but they're not like... Are they the 3D kind, though? Because the best thing about Ghost Rares is a 3D effect. Like, I don't know how the hell they packed that into this tiny-ass card. And I know for a fact that the only reason why they got rid of the Ghost Rares for, like, a set period of time was because they were expensive to produce. Like, if that doesn't say anything about Ghost Rares, like, ooh, come on. And I know there's Ghosts from the Past 2 coming out, but... some yes, others no. Oh, that's interesting. You know, I really want like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Or TCG themed playing card deck. That would be so good. That would be so goddamn good. Because I actually created a routine that uses only... a Magic routine that uses only Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. But like, the thing is they're Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, so they are pretty terrible for using at Magic. Oh, you got the Rainbow Sonia? God damn. Not gonna lie, when I was working at Target, God, working at Target was terrible. I would walk by the card aisles and just be like, God, I really want to get a pack. I really want to get a pack. Just like, to play the gacha, to play that 0.01% chance of getting that Rainbow Nessa, that Rainbow Pikachu. Oh, here's the thing. When I was working at Target, we had people that would straight up just stock the person that came with the Pokemon shipments, and we had to like get rid of the. We had to get rid of playing cards. Well, not playing. We had to get rid of Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards entirely because people were getting like death threats and stuff like that. It was so crazy. And for reference, I live in California. I don't know if it was like that across the country, but over here it was definitely crazy. Like, I remember I would have a morning shift and people would just be out there just stalking people. You know, bunch of neckbeards. And like, hours later you would have the father with the son come by, and the son's like, oh, where are the Pokemon cards at? And you just have to tell him, I'm sorry kid, we had to we don't have any Pokemon cards. Yeah, people are nuts for the cardboard gacha. It's like the Spider-Man tickets, man. You got people out here getting stabbed over some Popeye's chicken sandwiches. There has to be some Yu-Gi-Oh playing cards, but the thing is, they're probably not that good. Like even on the Play Asia site, there's a lot of decent playing cards, right? Or there's a lot of playing cards. Along with the Naruto cards, there's also One Piece, there's also Dragon Ball, and Attack on Titan, all printed by Bicycle. But that's the limit, because once... Oh man, I just repressed this, but I actually have a deck of playing cards of K-On! And I bought it at some shady ass shop for like $12. And when I opened it up, it was not very safe for work. So now it's just sitting in my drawer because I don't have any use for it. But I just remember that I have that. God. Ripping open cereal boxes for Pokemon promos. Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. But I mean, people are making money off of it. That's a crazy thing. Like I actually worked at my local card shop for like 2 days because they were so backed up by online orders that they just called me in, a random guy, and they PayPal'd me like 200. They PayPal'd me for like the days that I was for the hours that I was working there. I was literally just sorting cards and creating shipping out orders. And there's so many what do you call it? There's so many orders that just had missing cards because the shop was just not ready for that large influx of amounts of orders. So the crazy thing is that it's not slowing down. And even when I drive by, sometimes there's like a line, just a big ass line of people waiting for the next Pokemon set or something like that. Yeah, it actually was pretty awesome. Like getting to work at the card shop and just handling just picking up cards. Ooh, hey, this card is worth $200, and just having that in my hand, right? Like, come on. That's a good experience. The job I actually want is like to be the guy that opens up the cases and the boxes and the packs, because the shop needs to have the cards, right? And they're not going to get all the cards from, you know, people, just people selling it to them. So you have to have a guy that opens up the cases, opens up everything, and then puts them in inventory. So you literally just play gacha for a job. You don't get to keep the gacha, but like the fact that you're still doing it sounds pretty cool. I want that job. I want that job. That's probably like the best job in the world. Probably pays, you know, minimum wage, but still, like, God, imagine streaming that. Wouldn't that be the best stream? Because literally nobody has that kind of power except for people working at actual card shops. Because if you're just like even Moist Critical. There's one shop with a YouTube channel that does exactly that. Oh yeah. Actually no, I think. Yeah, I think people do that. Yeah. Yeah, I just remembered a YouTube channel where they would pull like starlights and stuff just behind the counter. But like for a live stream setting, that would be cool. Just to see that kind of stuff live. Because for a live stream setting, it would also work as advertisement. It would probably be the best kind of advertisement you could possibly get. Like imagine, you know, you have what, like 20 viewers, you get the starlight, and then you just advertise your shop. Hey, if you want to come see this at the shop, come check out. Come over to like what's a random? Come over to Milwaukee at the local card shop, and you've seen the critical vids and get reminded that the luck is not that good. Yeah, but he also buys a lot. Is he still doing that kind of stuff? Recently, I've been seeing that he's just been eating a lot of spicy food, which honestly is also good content. He needs to mix it up and do like a card opening, but with like jalapeno on his hands. So he has to be just extra careful and not have like shaky hands of pain to avoid ripping the cards or something. That would be nice. Ooh, no. There's a little bit of one card got slightly wet, so you can see that it's actually kind of marked. He's been on the meme train recently, yeah. I do like his content. He's a very genuine dude. my favorite recent video of his was just like the basically hidden camera footage of him and the boys just messing around. That was nice. The best kind of YouTube content always is going to be friends messing around. There's nothing better than that. Ooh, that was nice. Like if I take this to like another level, if I, you know, invest a lot of time into streaming like this, you know, doing magic cardistry content, I guess as a VTuber, one of the things I would want to do is actually just bring magicians right over for like a podcast or just talking and hanging out. Because I think that the Well, no, I don't just think, but the art of magic is just so... It can be appreciated a lot better with just a little bit of understanding of what it's all about, right? Because let's see, how do I want to phrase this? Slap tournament vids, oh, I love those. But there's a stigma, which, by the way, stigma nuts in your mouth. But there's a stigma about magicians where it's like the idea of a magician changes with the most famous magician of that time. So in this era, it's like Shin Lim, it's David Blaine, and what else? Like TikTok. TikTok is huge. So a lot of the TikTok users will see magic as this like, hey guys, welcome to the magic thing. Let me show you this ultra cool trick, and they do something impossible because it's a $40 gimmick that you can only get from a few sites, right? And it's not being presented in a magical way. It's being presented as like a mystery, as a puzzle to solve, and magic should not be a puzzle to solve. Okay, Violet, I'm done at that joke. Oh man. Well, okay. By the way, literally all of my D's nuts jokes have been taken from a streamer called Saving the Bees at Twitch and Twitter. So if you're into that kind of stuff, I just gotta shout that channel out. I'm so glad the stigma one worked. See, I've been searching for excuses to say the word stigma, and it just popped up right now. What was it talking about anyways? Oh yeah, right, TikTok magicians. They'll have like these $40 gimmicks, and I have them too, like this ring one, right? Like this would be a perfect TikTok. It's, you know, change the ring's color quickly, just like that, right? But in real life, I'm never gonna do this trick. Even though it looks as good in real life as it does on camera, I'm never gonna do this trick. Because the secret is just so, it's so simple, right? Like even you might have caught on to it, like it's so simple, it's so dumb, right? And there's basically no way to to present it as like a trick. Like the only way you can present it is, all right, so I guess my grandpa gave me this ring, and you know, you tell a story about how it turns gold, but that's it. The entire trick is that it turns gold, and it's not very memorable, I guess. What else is there? What other cheap gimmicks do I have here? Even this one, right? Well, I guess it won't work as well if it's on camera. And boop. Nope, haven't figured it out. But if you go to TikTok and just search up magic, there's gonna be a lot of like the ones with the most followers are literally using the newest gadgets and just showing off like a little bit of them. And I don't like that. For me, magic should be like a small moment of like wonder, a small moment of trippiness for people. When I was working at Target, it was really impactful because everybody hated working there. So in the break room, I would do magic and everybody's day is made for those small 5, 10, 15 minutes. And that's what magic is all about. And when I was performing as a gig, you know, you're doing tricks to people in line, and you're making their experience there just that much more memorable. You're giving people like a little break, right? Do they have the hot anime boy power? Some of them do. I mean, have you seen Shin Lim's hair? Like even my hair is nothing compared to Shin Lim's. I do respect Shin a lot though, just because he had a video where he was talking about how to do his hair, and he straight up just said that it's Yu-Gi-Oh hair. So he has my respect for that. I met a dude that was on Penn and Teller once. He actually went to my college. I just saw him out of the blue. And this was before I had gotten any gigs or anything, so I was like, oh hey, I do magic too. And he was like, oh yeah, bet, let me see something. And I'm like, oh shit. So I did the ambitious card. The one I was doing last time. Let me set this up. Totally not setting anything up here, but like I did the you know, put the card in the deck and it always comes back up to the top. And it was so jank because, you know, you're supposed to do magic tricks with a person, right? With somebody else watching. But the thing is, if the other person is a magician, if they also know what's going on, they're not going to care. They already know everything. Let's see, can I do this? Yeah. Um, yeah, I lost my train of thought again. But that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. And it was at that moment that I realized, okay, I have to step my game up. I have to make sure that I know how to present this kind of stuff. And it was actually in a public speaking class where I actually got really comfortable with presenting and stuff like that. Because all of my presentations in that class were based on Magic. I was lucky enough to have a public speaking class where you were allowed to choose your own topics. So I literally just used Magic as like a stepping point, I guess. Tricking a fellow trickster is a show of skill. It is a show of skill. And actually a lot of... oh, you know what? That would be a fun stream if I just go and react to Magic product trailers, because there's a lot of those. Just go to Penguin Magic or something and just scroll through all the trailers. Thinking a fellow trickster is a show of skill. There are a lot of tricks out there that are specifically targeted at magicians, trying to fool magicians. So there's going to be these secrets, these little gimmicks, these gadgets that are being sold for like $50 for a trick that lasts, 2 minutes, 30 seconds even. Right? Advertised as a guaranteed magician fooler, like, yeah. So just as there are people that are pretentious about not liking Magic, there are also people in Magic that are pretentious about, not liking Magic as well. Like the one of them that comes to mind is actually the first one that I showed you. That one apparently fools a lot of magicians, where you get the it's still there, the P of Hearts, trick. Oh man, if I do that one again, I'll have to make sure I move this move this snow background. P of Hearts was definitely unintended, but I like it. Oh, by the way, using Final Fantasy VI playing cards. Love this one. And I do have... I got a trick for you, just send us $20 and we'll show you how to make your money disappear. Oh, I love Money Magic for that reason. But I also hate Money Magic for that reason. Because Money Magic's really powerful, right? Cards are nice. Everybody knows what cards are. Everybody knows what rings are. Everybody knows what money is. And money has the fortunate ability to be easily recognizable. There you go. Alright, hold on. Ready? Oh god, hold on. Okay, Squiddy 1, 2, 3. Damn it. I totally botched that one. It's supposed to be... Oh yeah, the angles are totally different on this. But you can hide the ring and just go psh. And that looks pretty nice. There, I just taught you a magic trick. You just gotta look up how to fold a $1 ring bill. Oh, or whatever currency you use. Let's get a folded up version, hide this like this. Hey, check this out. And then you literally just grab it with this hand and show that. Alright, check this out. Just like that. Actually, let's get the angle better. Oh. There you go. Because chances are most people will blink at this moment where it comes almost flying towards them, and then the next thing they see will be this. Free magic tricks. One time showing only. Free magic trick tutorials. There's also money... coin... I'm not sure about... I don't know if coin magic actually counts as money magic. Because it's just an entirely different subset. But here's something that I noticed about performing magic is that everybody in the audience is going to make the same joke. When you see a trickster, it's always going to be like you know that kind of person. You already know they're going to say something like, "Oh, can you make my grades up? Can you make my wife disappear? Right? Can you make blank disappear?" It's always that kind of stuff. And the thing is, like, it's always funny in that moment, so I always have to be like, it's always funny for the audience because, they're not magicians, so I always have to be like, oh, coins aren't currency, you just aren't ripping it, setting on fire, putting it in your wallet. I have the best wallet trick. But, I mean, I can't do it obviously because I'm at a table. But essentially, you would just have a card selected. It's use the what is that? Two of clubs. Oop. That was the messiest control ever. But essentially, I would just reach behind me and grab the two of clubs from my wallet, and it literally is that quick too. Even though I don't have my wallet with me. For this, I wasn't going to jokingly ask if you had a way to make the cards I want cheaper. Yeah, I found that it's easiest just to play along with those kinds of bits. Oh, what's really tough though is when people ask, how do you do that trick? How did that happen? And it took me so long to find out a good answer to that. Because obviously, like if you're going to move to the next trick, you don't want them to be focused on the... if you're moving on to a second trick, you don't want them to be focused on the first. And if they ask about it and you don't say anything, it's going to be, it's going to be weird. So if somebody says, how did you do that? I have several choices, depending on, the context, depending on the person. So I'll do a, let's do a simple card change for the bit. All right. And now watch as your ace of spades changes into the king of clubs. How did you do that? I'll let you marinate on that one. Ooh, love that. Love that line. I'll let you marinate on that one. Now that's if I'm doing like a quick trick and you have to, someplace to be or something. Because then they're going to be thinking about not only the trick, but also the fact that he said, I'll let you marinate on that one. And the chances are, if you say that, then they actually will think about it like that. And as FM and see. I don't know about FM, King. I don't know about that one. But another one is let's do another card change. What other card changes do I know? Here we go. This one. The 5 of diamonds. Give it a spin, and it becomes the 6 of hearts. How did you do that? Exactly. This one I use if there's like a smart ass or something, or if they're I guess I know them better because it is a little condescending. But if I'm just like exactly, then it's a little it kind of does the same, has the same effect as I'll let you marinate on that one, but it also says a lot, like, exactly, you're not supposed to know. And if I'm doing a trick for a kid, there's only one line you need. It's a surefire way to be good. How did you do that? I don't know. Or maybe not with that delivery, but no, I don't know either. That's the crazy part. Isn't that cool? And with kids, it's just so much better to introduce it as a kind of like a cool thing that just happens, right? Oh, you know what? Let's try something. Name a card. Name a card, Josh, and I'll do something with it. Hopefully this one works. Skips me while I get all this burp out of me. I don't know where that comes from. Like, I'll just be talking and out of nowhere there's just like burps. Yeah, that's reminding me of the time I streamed for like a week straight, maybe 3 hours minimum each day, and by the end of the week I was just like dead. I just had no energy. P of hearts, no reason. All right, sure, we'll get the P of hearts. It should be somewhere in this deck. I mean, this is a that's weird. All right, we'll try something different. Hold on. There you go. There's your 3. There's the trick. Kaboom. P of hearts. I wonder how that one looked on camera. I wasn't looking at it. That one I love doing in real life too. It's just so quick. It's so simple. But in real life, obviously, I do the card thing. It goes all the way up in the air, like 3 or 4 feet, and then I catch it in my left hand. There are people that can do like the card shot and then catch it in their mouth. I don't know how the hell they do it. And I've tried practicing it, but it just doesn't hit. It doesn't hit the same. I know you're supposed to, like, if this is your mouth, you're supposed to just like inhale a bunch. But I don't like the sound of that. I've also seen some where you inhale just before the card comes down, so that the card does like this kind of thing. But that's hard too. And the fact that people do this on stage, like for actual shows, and they don't mess it up, that's crazy. It's absolutely wild. All right, what else? What else do I have? I want to go back to the Metal Gear cards. I gotta think about. Can't decide if you move the card quick or you was lazy going to pick. I mean, do you want to try it with another card? You can just name any other one. I'll straight up just find it. The thing is with the Metal Gear cards. Oh god, I forgot how cool the Joker was. Look at that. Oh my god. Like, these cards are not suitable for Magic or for gameplay, just because the actual face designs go beyond the border, so you get this kind of stuff. But the art is so good. The art is so good. Ah. And I do like how the pips are huge, so you can tell what the card is. You can read what the card is even from a distance. It'll be the same result unless they say Exodia. God, that would be, oh. If I had an Exodia in one of these decks, that would be hilarious, but I don't. Exodia is one of the cards I don't have. That would be a cool trick, actually. That would be a very cool Yu-Gi-Oh based trick. To have like a Yu-Gi-Oh deck, and every card is like Hinotama or something, and there's only one of each Exodia, and somehow you get all the Exodias out of the deck to pop out or something. Like, alright, here's one. Alright, here's, hold on. Here's... Botched it. These cards are too slippery. Pain. Pain. Now we gotta go play 52 card pickup. Here we go. Alright, and in that time, I just set up a trick. Let's see if it works. Oh god, it didn't work. God, I forgot the cards were borderless. Oh, you can totally tell that it's set up. Hold on, here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out of nowhere, I make the ace of spades appear. And if I can make the ace of spades appear, I can also make all the other aces appear out of the deck. And all 4 aces, just like that. That was so terrible. You can easily tell if one of the cards is face up. Oh, okay. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Don't do that with borderless cards. Do some mental magic, have a Yu-Gi-Oh deck inside, and hope that's enough for them. Jokingly ask for a commonly known card. That is actually one of Magic's greatest secrets. If I ask you to name any card, or if I hypothetically ask you to name any card, and you just happen to say the Ace of Hearts, right? If I'm doing this from real life, oh, Ace of Hearts? Are you sure about that? And every time I say, are you sure about that? Nobody ever changes their mind. Are you sure about that? And then he asks, okay, any reason why you chose the Ace of Hearts? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't matter what they say, because there's always a 1 in 52 chance that they'll choose the prediction card that's inside my phone. And then I can just reveal that and be like, I knew that the entire time. There's a specific term for that in Magic, but I forgot what it was. But like, a lot of people forget that a 1 in 52 chance actually isn't that bad. I also have a Queen of Hearts in my wallet. Because a lot of women folk will say Queen of Hearts, especially if they're, I guess, not if they're not thinking as proactively about the magic trick, they'll always say Queen of Hearts. I didn't accept the message. It's a little mild. It's actually good, also in that case, to always just know what the bottom and the top cards are in case somebody guesses one of them. So I can peek, right? So I know it's the 2 of diamonds up here and the 2 of clubs down here. So if you, by chance, choose one of those, I can just be like, you know what, I knew exactly what card you would choose. And it's right over here. Check that out. Isn't that crazy? Or alternatively, if you were to choose the 2 of diamonds, I could choose any random card, put it to the top, and then just change it to the 2 of diamonds. I think there is some logic to what people are most likely to pick. There is an entire branch of psychology. It hasn't been studied too much. I don't know if that's because there's not much use for it. But if I showed you like some cards like this, right? If you had chosen one of those three, it probably would have been the first one, obviously, which was the 4, just because it's the biggest. There's also like stuff about colors. There's also the recency effect. So, you know, with the P of Hearts, right? I didn't know you chose it, but there is a higher chance that you would choose the P of Hearts. The thing is, even though it is a very real science, it's not consistent. Right? So it'll increase your chances, but it's not consistent enough to use as an actual magic trick. So if I'm riffling past these cards and I want you to pick the 2 of Hearts, right? Hold on, let me do this. Do this. Stick this in here. I would riffle past, right? And then think of one card as I go past. Oh god, no. Think of one card as I go past. Oh, dang. Well, that's essentially the trick, the camera trick. Is you just have it pause for a little bit on that one card. Oh, no wonder I chose the wrong. I stuck it in the wrong place. But you just have it stay on for like a split second longer than the rest. So for this one, it would be the 2 of Clubs. The pips are too big, so you won't be able to tell. But if I wanted you to pick the 2 of Clubs just by choosing from a riffled deck, I would just have it stay there. 24 said that. Well, there you go. Exactly. Like, it's never about exact, like choosing an exact card. The chances are higher that you would have chosen the big one, but it's not going to be for everybody. Now, that being said, there are some very smart ways to do this kind of stuff. There are some ways to psychologically influence somebody in a way that actually helps the magic. And that actually connects to what I was saying earlier. Are you sure about that? Right? If I tell you to choose a card, and you choose this one, right? And somehow that's the card I want you to pick. Are you sure about that? And the chances are very, 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 very low that they will say no, especially with your delivery of how you ask if you want the card to be changed. Let's say if the process takes a long time, like if I do this dealing thing, right? And we get to the same point where you've chosen this card right here, and that entire process has taken like a minute, right? Now if I say, now are you sure you want this card? Basically nobody's ever going to say no, right? Because they've spent so much time on this, and especially if there's other people watching, they're not going to want to be an inconvenience to the people around them. So it gives you the illusion that you're offering them a choice, when in reality there's no choice at all. I guess there is a choice, but they're just never going to choose it. I'm trying to think of more examples of when I do that. I guess that's really the biggest one. Yeah, I can't really think of any other ones. But that's always fun. If I weren't studying business right now, I'd probably be studying psychology of magic and stuff like that. Because I literally only know one magician that actually studies it, and that's James Brown. And he's he's like #1 for a reason. I feel like I want to say no for lulz and the chicken out at the last second. That's valid, yeah. But the thing is, here's the thing about that trick though. Even if you did say no, even if you, between cards 1, 2, and 3, if you had it doesn't matter, or it didn't matter which card you chose, because any answer would have been the right one, even though each card was different. Love that one. Love the way that trick works. I also love how everybody, all spectators, will try to rationalize magic in a different way. The smart dudes, the engineers, will be like, okay, so he started with this, and then they'll go off in their corner and think about it. The history majors, right? The the college football fans will go like, will either not be interested at all, or just be like, he's just using the power of suggestion. It's all a science. It's cool, but it's all a science, right? And while they're technically right, no, they're not even technically right. They're talking about a completely different science. But they don't like being fooled. They want to be the smartest guy in the room, right? I was gonna say nut button, but chicken. You can say nut button. I mean, hey. Because the crazy thing is, right? 294. Why did you pick the 9? Oh, that was totally visible. That's fine. The thing about the nut button is that if you go underneath it, you can actually see that the 9 was underneath it. You know, stuff like that. How did that look on camera? Let me check that again. Oh, that's good. That's good. Ooh. That's what's come in most handy, actually. Just that kind of improv stuff. Like whenever I was in a college class or something, because the person next to me is always going to see me like shuffling cards or something. Human doesn't want answers. Yeah, human wants answers. But like I'll be able to just improv cards, you know, hey, out of nowhere they'll just be like, hey, show me the something of something, and I'll literally do that trick I did earlier, make it appear out of the deck. So nice. But yeah, humans want answers. So that's why as a magician I try to present it less as something that I do and something that happens like outside of my control. Well, that's a pretty card, by the way. Goddamn. So if I were to do a card to mouth routine, right? So let's say we use who is this? Decoy Octopus. I really got to find some new BGM. Let's get Gower Plains going on in here. But this card, right? All right, watch that card wherever it goes. I'm gonna show it to you 3 times. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Now a lot of people think this is where the magic happens, but no, it still is the 6 of Diamonds Decoy Octopus, right? Oh god, that was a terrible fan. Now I'm gonna put that card in here, and I want you to push that card in until you cannot see it anymore. And at that point, I do the entire the card to glasses routine, right? And I give them the deck to shuffle, and then I go, you know, I can see. It's strange. I can see your card wherever it is, and then they realize that the card's in my glasses. So the less you use magic to condescend, the better the effect will be. The most eye-catching card every time. That's true, yeah. Like even me, I would probably just choose the one with Snake on it, because I want Snake. This design goes so hard. I love this deck. This is the best deck of cards in existence. Like it's crazy how good the art is on these things, and you have dealers like SoCal or Art of Play that are selling these custom art decks for like $40 when you could get something that's so much better from Fangamer for 12. Alright. Alright, I think that is a good place to end off the stream for today. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Josh. Let me see if there's a little trick I can end off with. I'm trying to think if I have something. Let me turn around and see. Oh, this one is going to be very good. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Alright, this is gonna be so dumb. Alright. Check this out. You don't need audience participation because we are going to use a very specific card. A card that's very special to you. Right? It's going to be obviously the 3 of Hearts. So let's go ahead and find that in this deck. What do you know? It's almost at the top. Alright. I actually don't know how to. See, I'm improvising this on the spot, so I don't know how exactly I'm gonna do this. Alright, first of all, we'll use the Ace of Hearts to bring your card to the top, snap your fingers. Ace of Hearts is now second from the top, meaning that this card has to be the 3. And now, the Ace is going to disappear. Boom, it's gone. Boom, completely gone. And what do you know, it actually appears totally not on the deck, but underneath my keyboard, right? The 3. Wait, no, fuck, it was supposed to be the 8. Hold on. Oh, this is so jank. Josh, name a number. Name a number from 1 to 52. Preferably something that is not in the higher digits, so that we don't have to be here for 8 hours. Hopefully this one works. I'm going to present this completely differently. I think I know where I'm going now. I think this one is going to work. 42. All right. Goddamn. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 then? Why would you do that to me? 40, 41, 42. Okay. I'm pretty sure that was 42. I lost count, but hopefully you can tell that it, doesn't really matter what it was. Alright, here's your card. Alright. Dang it, delay. Yeah, that's fine. Here we go, 8 of Hearts. I said it was going to be the 8 of Hearts, and you know why I knew that? It's because I have a prediction right over here. That's why I turned the camera off. I have a prediction for your card. Yes, your exact card. 8 of Hearts. Oh. Well, I guess it did end up being your card after all. But you know what? That's fine, because I am a magician. Actually, we are magicians. You did that trick at the very beginning, so we're gonna use your magic. I'm gonna take your magic power with the power of gacha and anime girls. We will make this into the 8 of Hearts. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. And with your power, we have found your card. All right, this has been Lind, full name Lindover and Koff. Thank you for watching the stream. I don't know. Yeah, I got the long card. What's my ending tag? Osu Lind, skedaddle, skadoodle, time to eat a noodle. Bye bye stream button.